Hi there, Ron here of Variable Play, and welcome to an unboxing of this beautiful game that I got in Asian Board Game Festival called Inconversible. And Inconversible is a cooperative game about shedding memories and asking your friends for help to do so. And hopefully, they understand what you mean using your limited ways of communicating to them, and in the end, hopefully, you're able to keep what is the memories that are most important to you. So let's go ahead and unbox this game. I'm not sure if there are still people awake at this time, but I have to squeeze in uh, to this schedule today. So first is I'm not sure if this has English rules, but the game is really quite simple, and there are links to the website that give us that. The other text on the cards themselves uh, would the tiles themselves would be English, and as you can see on the screen, just how pretty this game is. It is amazingly beautiful, and I can't believe how well this game was was illustrated. So for the ones who are able to see me, thank you for joining. And you can, if you have some time, and I can set it up and see what's inside, and maybe we can play a game or at least a few rounds in doing so. Okay, let's open it up and see what's inside the box, and then let's take it from there. If we could possibly make a game, if there's enough players, it's a co-op. So if ever we're gonna do this, I would need your help. So, okay, so that's the back of the box. You can see all of the beautiful illustrations. It plays um, roughly 15 minutes, two and more players. In essence, it's a co-op. You decide as a group how to interact with the components of the game. One of you is the person that is asking for help to clean up the memories that they have of uh, this person. Later on, I'll reveal a bit more of what is the meaning of the game. As you can see here, we have a beautiful bag, hashtag inconversible. Uh, this is the bag that comes with the game. It's a nice, luxurious purple bag with a print of the font inconversible, and maybe some Korean in there as well. Okay, so that's the bag. That's the bag that you put your tiles in. Before we get into the tiles, we have the rule book. Oh, and beautiful! The rule book has English text. Ah, this is amazing. Okay, good. Okay, so it has here. It says the rule book. The subtext is Dawn erasing you. Not sure what dawn is, but it's erasing somebody's memory. So that day, the memories that I can't describe with you, and one memory that I couldn't erase. Wow. Okay. So the components are you get 32 picture tiles, beautifully drawn and illustrated front and back. Then you have 40 adjectives. These are two adjectives or hashtags per tile. In essence, you now have 80 descriptors and 16 memory tiles for the 16 slots, and a bag of the rulebook itself. Amazing. There's English text for the rules. I am so happy that they did that. I thought it was all going to be in Korean, but it's not. So that is really good because you can fully play this game. Yeah. Okay. So it's a fully cooperative game. You divide it as into two camps, and the rest of one is the owner, and the rest is the guessers. And play 5 rounds, and the owner of the album always is the person. Okay. All right. Cool. Then let's look at the tiles themselves. The- These are so beautifully illustrated. I have they look so good. Okay, so these are the illustration tiles of the different memories that uh, we will be going through, and there's even a a caption of that memory. For those who've already guessed what we're doing, you are probably of that age group because it's funny. I did not understand in the beginning what was happening in the game. Um, but turns out that, hold on, my lighting changed. All right. Okay. Cool. Good, good, good. So we have the 16 tiles, and then we finally have all of the hashtags. So the different hashtags. Funny thing, when I played this game, it felt like the components are smaller than what I'm looking at right now. So maybe it is what it is. Okay, so let's punch out these tiles. So we have afraid, anxious, cold, others. So these hashtags they go in the bag. Nice thick tokens. Cardboard, really thick, really good quality. The color palette is amazing. Okay, so that goes in the bag, and then we unpack the art memories published in 2022. like underdog games. Okay. Okay. So the question is, do I need some sort of storage solution for this? Because it would be nice if I can keep them somewhat in a good form. Uh, because if we're just going to place it inside, they're kind of going to float around. And I wish maybe I can put them in a Ziploc, probably. Good like that. Get the tokens on one side. Yeah, that will do actually, because it's kind of full. And I'm just gonna take one of these so I can sort of lock them in place. Yeah, that'll be how I'm gonna do it. Okay, okay. All right, cool. Hey, hey, Fred. I got back uh Tuesday. Do you have time? Do you want to learn how to play this game? Just really quick, so people can know. This is a inconversible, and we'll pick 16 pictures. Okay, okay. So the way it works is we'll be shuffling the pictures, and we'll be using 16 of them. So let's go ahead and choose 16. I think their tiles are slightly larger than that of folded dishes. Actually, feels like it's slightly larger. I wonder if this has an available token. Okay, so you have 16 tiles. The owner, or the one who owns this album, will be looking at one of these. And these are different locations of their prized memory. So the idea of the game is the person who has this, so it's facing them, and in this case, um, that's this memory, for example. Okay, so that's something I know. So I know I have to protect this memory. Everything else needs to go, and that's the core mechanic. And I do that by picking 4 hashtags from the box, from the bag, and trying to isolate this, so that the column that I place this hashtag to, and there's 2 hashtags in it, uh, they will not end up removing this. So you guys will not end up removing. So, for example, um, okay, so that feels like it's relaxed, right? And this is most likely the appropriate tag. So this is relaxed. That's okay. Relax, relax doesn't feel like relax. So I think that's safe on that line. Um, and then the rest, for example, I can kind of work towards removing them by making them all, or as much as I could, inconsistent. So, for example, I can go like tricky there, and these doesn't feel like tricky, so they'll remove any of those because it's tricky. Um, I could say these are warm, for example, and maybe this is warm, that doesn't feel warm, that doesn't feel warm, that doesn't feel warm. And let's say vigorous. Hmm, that could work too. Is there something else I can do here? Crafty. Oh, okay. So I can have that crafty and then vigorous over there. Okay. So the game is called Inconversible, and the idea is, and I'm not sure if you can read the text. It's a little bit far. Let me see if I can bring the camera down further so that you can read the text. So we can try a few rounds of it. Oops, camera moved. So I'm gonna do this. See. Kinda. I mean, it's nearer. Can you read it? I wonder if you can read it well. Let me see. I think you can read it. It's blurring a bit on the edges, but it's fairly readable. I can just tell you what those are. Okay, all right. So that's the idea, and so now you will be removing. So we'll play this in 5 rounds. Uh, at the moment, if the, just an example, I'm trying to avoid you picking it, and you'll be removing 3 pictures anywhere. Okay, and the tendency of people is they will remove the most disconnected ones first because that's the safest. So, for example, in this case, they're gonna go vigorous. That sure looks like everything's not vigorous. Here, okay, that seems relaxed. That seems relaxed. Maybe this one, but it looks like traffic. That doesn't feel like relaxed. So they're gonna, okay, I'm really sure that's not relaxed, and they're gonna flip that down. And if it's not the target, then that's good. We're gonna crafty next. Garden. What is this? Some sort of traffic? Another traffic thingy? Not sure. So maybe this is confusing and they're not gonna touch it. Warm. That's not warm. That's warm. Maybe I don't know. So they said, okay, I'm pretty sure this is not warm. That's safe. That's safe. They just need another one that's vigorous. Let's say, oh, that doesn't seem like it can be vigorous because it's T, and then they remove it. Okay. And if the target is not picked up, then um, we can go on, right? And we just basically play 5 rounds of it until either the target was picked or um, we eventually reach to a point where there's only one left, and we can play a few rounds. So it's a co-op game. The goal is to remove all the memories except for one. And for those who already know what what we are doing here, I didn't when I first encountered this game. It's funny. I didn't realize this is how relationships are nowadays. So if you break up with someone, it's hard for you to delete their memory in your social media space. So these are pictures in their Instagram or wherever, and so they're asking their friend to remove those pictures, except for one that they want to keep. Right? And that's the general idea of the game. That's the gist of it, and that's kind of how you play. You will uh, provide some clues, and the clues you can put them anywhere, kind of like the folded wishes, where you can choose either column, each column or row, and then apply whatever um, notes there are, and then they stay because the next set of clues you can still place there, place on a different column, and you're slowly building up the case for this memory that you want to keep, and then the rest is deleted. And that's how you play. It's super simple, yet it's so good. And yeah, we can try it. I don't know if you guys are up for it. I'm gonna shuffle this. I wonder how you can solo it. I don't think you can, but yeah, I'm not sure if you can solo it. Okay, so I'm gonna be seeing my target, and I want to isolate that. Okay, and then I'm gonna be drawing 4 hashtags. Add the previous ones in the bag. Okay, so I want to avoid that. Okay, all right. Wow, that is so the words here: sad, sorrowful, picky, pitiless, robust, um, energetic, dazzling, and glittering. Okay, wow. Um, okay. And what I try to do is to set them uh, in from bottom up or from one direction. I don't want to jump into things because it might imply to people. So I'm gonna arrange them already in my hand. That way, when I put them, you know, it's kind of it's already making sense. Okay, so I'm gonna set that there. So first row, for the bottom row, I'm saying it's pitiless. That's my hashtag for that row. Here it's sad. For the next one, I'm going energetic, and then the last one kind of sucks, but we're gonna try that glittering. Okay, and so the useful thing is that people are gonna go, okay, we're gonna go row by row. Let's start with this row. Does this seem pitiless? I don't know. This one, pitiless. Pitiless means no pity, no. So maybe that's pitiless. Maybe that's pitiless. I don't think that's pitiless, or I don't think that's pitiless too. Um, but it's a little bit unsure. Okay, this seems sad. That seems also sad. That seems also sad. That seems also sad. So they probably can't remove anything from this row. Energetic. Okay, that doesn't seem energetic. This seems to be energetic. Maybe not energetic. Okay. So I think here they can already remove something. Right? They're gonna go. Okay, I think that's not energetic. Um, how about this one? So it's glittering. I'm not sure. I'm also not sure. That doesn't seem like it's glittering, and so it's not. So, but they'll probably remove this, and they're removing three anyway. So it's three per round that you have to remove. So we're gonna go. Okay, we're not touching that row because it's so confusing. Can we remove something here? Pitiless. Pitiless. So no pity. Maybe this one doesn't seem. It's quite colorful. So remove that. They ask the person, "Hey, did we lose?" Nope. We can continue. So we continue to the next round. We draw a new set of four hashtags. Okay. And so for the ones who are joining in, can you make a guess of what I am trying to get towards to? And you can comment that below. Um, hmm, okay. I think they have some ideas how to do it. Oh, I realized I struck a whole column. Okay. All right. Wow. Kind of hard. Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So first one over here is wakeful. Next one is afraid. Next one is free. And last one is profound. Okay. So we're gonna go left to right, or well, in our case, yeah, left to right. So what is this? Is this a school? It's it's a parking lot. Okay, it's a parking lot. Yeah, feels wakeful. Um, Seems like a room. Also seems waiting. Here, waiting for the fence and traffic. Seems very wakeful. Okay, not a lot we can remove there. Afraid. Okay, that is seems to not be a scary place. I think that's very disconnected to afraid. Uh, that is also a parking lot of sorts, but seems to be colorful enough to not evoke that. This one, there's a picnic at sea, so definitely not afraid there. And having afternoon tea. Okay, so these have a lot of items we can probably target. Free, stuck in traffic, definitely not free. Okay, uh, and then uh, is it profound? Um, Big word, profound. It's a simple house. What is this? It's some dark memory of sorts. It's, a creek and some simple bicycles. Okay, all right. So these seem very wakeful. So I think we're gonna avoid that. That doesn't feel afraid. One. That also doesn't feel afraid. Two. I want to target that. That also doesn't feel afraid. Do we just do one column? Could be. Yeah, why not? Hi, Clint. So it's not a memory game. Oh, okay. So you're removing memories. Um, so the premise of the game is it's a co-op. You have one which is your owner of the album. The other, everyone else are the well, one is the guesser. The other is the owner of the album itself, in essence, which is who's giving the clues. Okay, so your guessers are trying to guess based on the hashtags which ones are the most incoherent, and those are mechanically safer to remove. And the goal is to eventually just reach into one memory that the album owner wants to keep. That's the premise of the game. So the owner of the game, the owner of the album, is drawing hashtags. So we have a new set of four hashtags, and all of the previous hashtags kind of still contribute. And I've previously selected one, and I'm pretending to be the guesser as well. Of course, I know what I'm supposed to avoid, but I'm trying to give you my logic. That's how I'm playing the game. Um, but the idea is I'm trying to, yes, it's a co op deduction game. You're trying to deduce the target. So the tiles are like these, and this is fine because that already is that piece over there. So you only have one target, and you have 5 rounds to give these hashtags a line, put them on columns or rows, and have the guessers remove 3 pictures per round. Thematically, what we're doing here is the owner of the account, the album, is asking their friends to delete the memories of the person they broke up with. And they can't do it themselves, so they ask their friends to do it, and they tell them about it in form of hashtag. And hopefully they don't delete their favorite memory that they want to. Okay, so we can continue. And oh, okay, okay. Maybe I can use that. Okay, I can use that there. What is this? I have no idea what that word is. Uh, hmm. Maybe we can do it like that. No, no, I wanted to disconnect. Okay, 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 okay. There you go, there you go. Okay, right. So let's see. I'm gonna put that. Can you still see it? Kind of, but it's blurry. So first column is crafty. Second column is vigorous. Third column is empty, and fourth column is warm. Okay. I don't know if you guys can participate. Um, I'll, because it's kind you kind of have to discuss in order for you to guess that. Um, but yeah, so we'll go from here, going this way. So you can now kind of like look at all of the things. But the first, I would still look at it from this perspective. And warm, sad, and profound kind of directs into that. And it's all sad. Yes, I agree, but it's not warm. I don't know about profound. So I think I think this is safer to remove because of this is the newest component with warm. Yeah. So remove that. That feels warm. Kind of feels warm. Doesn't feel warm. I don't know. So I think that's the only safest one. We have to remove two others. That's fine. We can get out of that. Free, empty, sad. Thing is, it's stuck in traffic. You're not free, and it's not empty. So I think you can kill that finally. You ask the player, oh, okay, we're still good. Cool. Right? Here we have uh, vigorous and afraid and energetic. Uh, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. Um, Here, let's say wakeful and crafty. That seems wakeful, doesn't seem crafty. It is kind of glittering, so I'm not sure. This doesn't feel energetic or crafty or wakeful. So you, that's our third one. And okay, we still haven't lost. We have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven left. So in essence, two more rounds um, of trying to do. And so hopefully you guys understand how it works. And I, when I saw this game, I fell in love with it. It looks so beautiful. The color palette, the color scheme is so good. Let me see if I can increase the setting a bit. Oops, too much. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So you can see as it's laid out, and then there's all of these. It's not necessary, but there's unique captions on each of the pictures. And I think these are the real statements that the designer made. So I was expressionless at this time, but actually I liked it. I should have laughed a lot then. And here's the photo of that. Yes, pang lo-fi music. If you have your friends and you guys are just playing this very uh, casual, uh, fun. So it's so good. And yes, wanna see that in real life. I agree. Let's meet and play this game because it's so good. It's so good. Okay. Okay. This is not. Oh, this is. And sometimes the hashtags is kind of what makes it challenging for both players. For the ones who are guessing, you're looking at the different items and you're going like, I'm not sure. I don't know, right? But it is the game. It is the game. Um, so let's try. I'm gonna go fascinating, unfeeling, particular, and gloomy. And yeah, so we'll go through all of it. It seems dark and unattractive. It's a parking lot, so I don't think there's anything fascinating there. It's a empty room. Unfeeling and sad seems still appropriate. Crafty seems okay. Particular, it's also another parking lot. Afraid, maybe. Vigorous, definitely not. So that seems really questionable already. But we have more here, and we can start to isolate. Gloomy, that's not gloomy. That seems gloomy. That also seems gloomy. That's not crafty, and that doesn't feel empty. So we can remove this one, for example. Oops. This one too. And what else can we remove? Third one, let's see. Um, yeah, fascinating. That's parking lot. There's nothing fascinating. Okay. Right. And then now it's the last round. I don't know if you guys can make a guess of what is the protected memory. But I'm gonna set a last set of clues, and you guys just tell me um, if you can see it or which column we're talking about. So we'll be removing three, and you have to pick one. Oh, did I miss one? I removed two and another one. If we remove 15, one, two, three. Oh, I missed one. I missed the one and one third. Okay, okay. That's why I'm so fascinating. Maybe yes. Particular. I'm not sure. Gloomy. Gloomy, warm. Oh, these are incoherent already. So I think we can kill it. Okay. All right. So let's last one. Okay. That's okay. That works. That works. The only challenge is how do you address the other ones? No. Oh man. Okay, sure. Well, that's annoying. Can I? Okay. So we're gonna try a different column. So that what's interesting is that as the clue giver, the way I approach on the columns, I can also look at it from different angles. And maybe I can start to disconnect them from different angles. Okay. Okay, maybe that can work. Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna put childish on this column, and then uh, quiet on this column. Lonely here, but there's nothing to select there, and then finally disturbed. Okay. So I'm saying, are these disturbed? Are these quiet? And are these childish? I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds, see if you can deduce which memory am I trying to protect. So pardon me if the lighting doesn't give you that good. Or I don't know if I should increase it a bit more. So again, childish, quiet, lonely. Last one is disturbed. So which is the most disconnected? Three, and leave the one that is you feel that is pretty much aligned. So we can check the this is we're saying this is wakeful, crafty, and childish. It's a classroom room. This one is and also unfeeling and sad. This one, the tags on it are afraid, vigorous and quiet, particular and energetic. So even the clues kind of give you it's consistent. It's quiet and then energetic. Mm. So that can kind of help you when you're trying to figure out which ones are not. Um, Profound, warm and disturbed, fascinating, pitiless, profound, one and disturbed, particular and energetic. So the energetic and the disturbed seems to be quite disconnected. So I think we can kill this memory. This one same, quiet and energetic. Um, Seems to be very disconnected. So we can remove that too. And now it's just this, which is it feels profound, fascinating, maybe pitiless. I'm not sure. This one, I'm feeling sad, crafty, childish, and wakeful. While this is, yeah, warm, disturbed, profound, pitiless, and fascinating. Which one do you guys think is the memory we need to save? Okay, time's up. So, I this is the most difficult part actually because it's always almost very 50-50 and you're kind of stuck with what words you're given. Um, and yeah, so if your guess is this, or if your guess is this, tell me. But the correct answer should be this, um, which I tried my best. This is challenging because sometimes the row is opposite. So I'm trying to just make disconnected hashtags to target them. And so the pitiless, profound, the warm, fascinating. I don't know, just disturbed. It may be a little bit, but hopefully that's enough. While, for example, childish, crafty, and wakeful, sad and unfeeling in a classroom or at least in a bedroom where with a study table seems more appropriate. And that's how you play this game. It is inconversible, and as you can see with the box, it is so pretty and just such a good feeling game. Even though it's kind of sad that you are the the theme of this game is that you're removing someone's memories from your social media. But yeah, it looks beautiful though. It looks pretty and such a wonderful design. I'm amazed, and I met the designer in the Asian Board Game Festival, and wow, I think that's the beauty of the Asian Board Game Festival is that because it's the small designers from the different countries that they're inviting, then you find these really cool, very esoteric, very unique ideas that normally maybe you wouldn't find in a relatively larger space because it's harder to notice them. Um, you'll be buzzing about the next biggest game being released and finding gems like these uh, where you it just looks so beautiful. So thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time. Hopefully we get to play this soon. This is Inconversible. I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye.